Welcome to the Rubio Method. Venture into the unfiltered world of Chris Rubio. The Rubio Method delivers an unapologetically edgy take on the often overlooked world of men's mental health. Rubio, a master communicator, wields a potent knack for no BS enlightenment. Step into this no-nonsense arena, where men are challenged to evolve and confront the man staring back at them from the mirror.
Focus up. I'm talking to you. Time zones. That's the issue. That's why we're a little bit late today. Jenna and I got a little too confused about time zones, which is ironic because you just heard the intro. I'm a master communicator. I guess I just didn't communicate it properly, but she hustled, got all this stuff in there. We have a phenomenal show. This is episode 68. In case you didn't know, my name's Chris Rubio. This is the Rubio Method. We're going to have a great time. Sub 60 ads out there saying showtime. We're going to have a good one. I really wanted to do this one. This is what Jenna texted me a couple days ago, goes, you better have a show this week. And I'm excited for it. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to hit all 5 categories. Everything happens for a reason. There are winners and losers in life. Accept and embrace. Working hard is not enough. And confidence is the key. But we're going to talk all about the attempted assassination of El Trumpo. And we're going to break it down because there is a lot of holes in this thing. It's kind of dividing the country even more than we already are. And I'm going to try to, smile through it, but it's so weird. All right, so let's talk about it. On Saturday, in case you've been in a cave or in a coma, there was an assassination attempt on El Trumpo. He's at one of his rallies. He's having a good time. He says, hey, can I, go off script? I don't want to read from the teleprompters. I want to show you this chart on illegal immigration. And as he turns his head, boom, 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 part of his ear goes, he gets tackled, boom, 10 seconds of all hell's breaking loose. Don't worry, I'm going to show you videos and we're going to explain all the different angles and stuff like that. He gets up and he's like, get my shoe, get my shoe, get my shoe. And instead of just rushing him off, he's so big, they won't get him off. And he's fight, fight, fight. And it turns out to be one of the most iconic photos and videos you will ever see. Basically sealed his presidency if he stays alive, because if they've tried it one time, they're going to try it again. But let's get going here. So everything happens for a reason. Why would someone try to take out a former president and actually the current number one contender against Joey B with sniper fire? And how did they do it and all that? You'd have to be really, really political and really full of hate and rage and anger to want to kill someone, number one, kill a presidential candidate and a former president, number two, because you're going to get sniped back. I mean, it's a suicide mission, basically, because there's so many people that should have taken this guy out beforehand. And we're going to talk about that as well. So let's think, why would this guy have, I call it TDS, so does everyone else, Trump derangement syndrome? Why was he having so much hate and rage? Let's go. Let's just start. Let's see what Joey B has to say. Let's go to pick number 1, Jenna. Let's see what this is. Okay, so these are all different tweets from all the way back to 2022. Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans are a threat to the very soul of this country. You can keep seeing Donald Trump is the greatest threat to democracy. Donald Trump is a genuine threat to the nation. He's a threat to our freedom. If we lose that, we lose everything. He's the greatest threat he poses to our democracy. He's a threat to our democracy. He's many threats to our country. So if you keep hearing this over and over and over and over, and for the past, 8 to 10 years, Jen, you can go back to me, you're going to start to think that over and over and over. So you have to understand, for the last basically 8 to 10 years, everyone on social media is saying he's either Russian asset, he's in ties with Putin, or he's literally Hitler. We're going to have videos of those as well, where they've been talking about him all over the time. Her name is Chastity Says, #Trump 2024. And it's one of those things that if you keep hearing it over and over and over and over and over, you're going to start to think it, even if you don't know anything, because you've been just fed one continuous thing. And everyone knows that the media has been very biased on the left, very biased. And I've shown you that week after week after week after week after week. And okay, but it's not just the media. Okay, let's pull up picks 2, 3, 4, and 5, Jenna, because now you're gonna have celebrities. Okay, this is a famous comedian. Remember, she did a photo shoot where she had El Trumpo's head bloody, and she's holding him by his, orange hair or whatever hell color he has. And this was just a photo shoot. She said nothing to it. Okay. Then you have Keith Olbermann, former sportscaster. Now he's just a left-wing nut job. Trump says he has been treated worse than Abraham Lincoln, who was assassinated. Keith Olbermann says, there's always hope. Oh, That's pretty nice. And what about picks 4 and 5, Jenna? I think, yeah, this is from George Lopez, basically saying, we'll do it for half. We'll assassinate him for half the money. These are famous actors, comedians, celebrities. They're saying this, and people are listening to them for some godforsaken reason. And what about pick 5? This was a famous Snoop Dogg video. A famous Snoop Dogg video. Can you imagine if anyone did a video where they're trying to shoot Joey B in the head? Because obviously that was El Trumpo. There's no doubt about it. Long red tie, blue jacket, crazy hair, a little orangey. And so these crumbs got to go. Okay, yeah, it's one of those things where it's just bizarre. But you keep hearing it over and over and over and over. And even from some former politicians who just won't leave. And I went in this 34-second clip. I want you to hear how Hillary Clinton refers to Trump. And if you're just someone listening and you don't know anything, and you've gone along with the Fine People hoax and you're Russian hoax and this and that and this. Listen to this. Is going to be video 6, Jenna. Video 6 of Hillary Clinton. Go ahead, Jenna.
Legitimately elected. People would get legitimately elected. And then they would try to do away with elections and do away with opposition and do away with a free press. And you could see it in countries where, well, Hitler was duly elected. That's right. Right? And so all of a sudden, somebody with those tendencies, those dictatorial, authoritarian tendencies would be like, oh, okay, we're going to shut this down. We're going to throw these people in jail. And they didn't usually telegraph that. Trump is telling us what he intends to do.
Okay, so she says he's going to eliminate anyone contending him. That's literally what Joey B is trying to do right now. They try to do it with all the trials and all that stuff, not to mention the assassination intent, which we'll get to more. And she's saying he's going to be a dictator and do all this. And if you're watching that and you don't know anything, you'd be like, hey, man, this guy's the devil. I don't want my freedom to go away. I don't want no elections anymore. I don't want that at all. I want it to be free. We live in a democracy. We have a republic. I want it to be free. I want it over and over and over and over. But this is what she's saying. Joey B has been mentally dead for years. Joe Cohen has spoken. Okay. And so you have Hillary saying this, and of course it's on The View, so they're just cackling back, or they just got basically seals clapping. And then, but let's look up this one. That is just Hillary Clinton. She obviously hates El Trumpo. We get it. He destroyed her in an election. No one thought he would. She was pissed off about it. But now watch this video mashup. Jenna, make sure I'm on this one as well if you can, because I may have to stop it a couple times. This is going to be video 7. Check out these different celebrities and news anchors and things like that talking about El Trumpo.
Take Trump out tonight.
Take him out now.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump.
I have thought and...
You already have an actor saying one thing about, oh, when was the last time an actor assassinated a president, Johnny Depp? You just had, someone's going to have to put a bullet in him. Okay. How does the Secret Service not react to this? I mean, you can't just go and say that. You can't say that with the president. Go ahead, Jenna.
An awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Please.
That's just a flat-out threat. I mean, you can't make it any clearer. And that's a very big celebrity. Go ahead, Jenna.
Get up in the face of some Congress people.
People will do what they do.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price.
Trumpers, be careful. Walk lightly. And for those of you who are soldiers, make them pay.
If you had to be stuck in an elevator with either President Trump, Mike Pence, or Jeff Sessions, who would it be?
Does one of us have to come out alive?
Then punch him in the face.
That I thought he should have punched him in the...
That's the vice president saying that. That is just beyond insane. That all this is just laughed out. Ha ha ha. Does someone have to? The next guy says, "Punch him in the face." Go ahead, Jenna.
Face.
Feel like punching him.
I'd like to take him behind the gym if I were in high school.
If we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
No, I wish we were in high school. I could take him behind the gym.
That have gone out there.
Do you think Joey B could find behind the gym? Okay, go ahead, Jenna.
The mainstream media and said, "You're going to call us racist. You're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs. Fuck you." War.
Okay, Jenna, just say I mean now. all of this has been happening over, and I could show you literally hours of clips like that. Hours. I'm talking literally hours. I try to get just a small amount so that we can move the show along here. So this happens over and over and over, and it's been going on for 8 years. So now we're going to jump right into there are winners and losers in life. So let's talk about the assassin. He's a 20-year-old kid. He was such a poor shot. Okay, he's shot a gun before. He was such a poor shot that he didn't make his high school rifle team. Okay, that's all right. Some schools, you know, the people that are more rural, you're obviously not going to have a rifle team in like LA or Chicago. You have rifle teams. It's kind of like your high school football team, basically. This guy was so bad, he didn't make that. But all of a sudden now he's an assassin, and it's a 20-year-old that has no social media history. You do know how many 20-year-olds I know? I know a lot because I coach football, and I've been doing it for a long time. They all have social media history. And if you didn't have social media history with the way social media has been going, that is very bizarre. So either they scrubbed every single thing about this, about him. What is causing people to say that about Trump? Good. I'll tell you right now, Sub-60, yeah, that's a great question. I think it's because they've been fed over and over and over certain things, like the fine people hoax. How Joey B says, I'm running on the fine people hoax because he said there was very fine people on both sides. And that's been debunked literally 50 times a day for the past 8 years. But then you have this 20-year-old guy. I'm not even going to name his name because I don't want to give him any credit. So think about his life. He's 20 years old. That means for half of his life, he's been listening to this propaganda over and over and over and over. If I heard something for half of my life, I would think, oh, it's the truth. Why would I think it's the truth? It's on TV. Celebrities are saying it. Comedians are saying it. Everyone that I follow is saying it. It's got to be the truth. So why wouldn't I say it? So this guy, he buys a ladder from Home Depot, puts it into his car, gets a rifle, takes it on the outside skirts of this event. Okay, there's big rally. He doesn't go into the event. There's not like there's, you know, one gate or something like that. He goes on the outskirts. He sets up said ladder, okay, against this building. And at 30 minutes beforehand, the Secret Service / the cops that are there, we got a code red on a weirdo right over there. Let's keep an eye on that guy. So 30 minutes before, they notice him, and someone gives them, there's this weirdo over there walking around. We got to keep an eye on him. If you see a weirdo at a rally where you even think something's happening, why is he not at least detained right out of the gates? I don't understand. Okay, you don't have to shoot him. You don't have to arrest him. Just let's keep him over here. Let's talk to him a little bit. Let's do one of these things. Let me just ask you some questions, buddy. Why do you have a ladder? Okay, what's going on there? Why are you dressed like this? Why are you doing this? What are you here for? Who do you support? What's going on? Where are you from? How long have you been here? Things like that. Just some simple questions to get a read of the room. Okay, but 30 minutes before, they didn't do it. So this guy ends up setting up a ladder that they can see. He gets on top of the roof that they can see. They see him get a rangefinder out. Why in the hell would someone need a rangefinder at a political rally? The only way you have a rangefinder is if you're having a golf game. You're out in the golf, you're seeing how far it is to the hole, or if you're going to shoot someone, or you're hunting, which this guy was. So why would you need a rangefinder? As soon as the cops or Secret Service see a rangefinder, go red, done, game over. You go get the guy. You're not saying you have to shoot him. I'm saying you just got to detain him because, well, why do you have a rangefinder, dude? I need to know why you have a rangefinder. Simple. Here's the best part. The roof that he was on, it was where the Secret Service were staging. So it was a staging area. So he was literally walking on top of the roof, beyond a security breakdown, Joe Cohen. This is a major fail on this. So he's on top, scoping it with a scope, looking at rangefinder. Then they see him laying down on it. I don't understand. And this is one of those things that, trust me, I'm not a Secret Service agent. And there wasn't as many as there should have been there because Flotus, the first lady, she had an event, so they had to split it a little bit. And so he had some of his, there were normal cops from the area. Are they going to be snipers ready? No, they're not what they're doing. And that's okay. It's a smaller town. But still, because they can, Ed, no respect, not even for themselves. Why is no one stopping this? Beyond crazy. I agree, Nana Mona. Okay, so let's go to pick 8. Pick 8, Jenna. This is where it gets very bizarre. Now, this is a very detailed photo. You can see Trump on stage. Okay, you can see the shooter, game over on the bottom left, and Secret Service snipers on top. All right, so now I know nothing about security. Let's just pretend I'm a moron. I know nothing about security. If I'm there and I say I'm going to be up there and my job is security, they just hired me today, the first thing I would do, I'd get on stage and I would just look around. I'd look around and I would say, okay, who can see me from anywhere? And then I would look at the high points because the high points would be easier to shoot from. Oh, look, there's a roof 130 yards away. Maybe we should put someone on there. Okay. Now the head of Secret Service, which we'll get to her later. Jenna, can you post that picture again, please? Yeah, Jenna says that is the only building in sight. Exactly. Well, there's a couple down here, Jenna. She actually says her excuse now is we didn't have snipers on that roof because it was, quote, too slopey. Hey, honey, look at the Secret Service snipers. That roof does not look straight to me or flat. It's, quote unquote, slopey. So how come this roof is slopey and you could have a rifle, but the other one was too slopey? Just admit it. You screwed up, and either you screwed up on purpose or you're a moron. There's no other reason. That doesn't make any sense. Go ahead, Jenna, come back to me. So about 4 minutes before, he's spotted on the roof, like by people now. Now we're past the cops and the Secret Service. People on the ground are like, hey, cops. They're telling the cops, look, there's a dude right there. There's like, no, seriously, look, right there, there's a guy. And they can see him setting up. Some guy's got video of it. Jenna, get video 9 ready. And he's looking and he's talking it out. He's literally narrating, saying, hey, cops, hey, Secret Service, look right there. I'm pointing to him. I can literally see him getting a rangefinder. I can see him adjusting a rifle. I can see him doing all this. If I can see him, you can see him. And then other people are seeing him. Jenna, can you play video 9 for me?
This job, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with a gorgeous ocean.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down. See him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
As soon as that, I mean, look, we're what is it, 19 seconds in? 19 seconds in. At 19 seconds in, well, should have done it before. As soon as the guy pulls out a rangefinder, as soon as he brings a ladder, why are you bringing a ladder to a rally, man? You don't need a rally. You don't need a ladder at a rally, okay? As soon as this is up, this guy's going to like, well, hey, man, what's going on here? Go ahead, Jenna.
And so I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a Senate
What's happening?
And to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look.
And it's
There he
not
is.
easy. Because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people. Criminals. We have criminals. We have...
So this lady's calling. He's on the roof. She's literally yelling at the cops now. And the guy is not even rushing. He's just casually turning over. Let me get a good stretch out here, make sure I'm loose for this. He's just casually turning over, getting ready, doing everything. We're at 43 seconds in now. Go ahead, Jenna.
We have people that should not be here.
Right on the roof.
It's much tougher than if it happened.
You went right on the roof again.
Ever. In recorded history, we had the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are...
So this is where Trump actually saves his own life, because he's reading off teleprompter, so his head's going to be pretty still like this. And so then what happens is he goes off teleprompter because he's going to look at a chart that's to his right. He's going to look to the right, and that basically saves his life, because instead of hitting him, boom, it's going to go right by him. Go ahead, Jenna.
So damn boring. I try and explain that. Oh, there's a... Wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever.
We're at a minute 36 in. A minute and 36 in. People have noticed this guy. A minute and 36 seconds. My God. Go ahead, Jenna.
Ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. You know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that says,
I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
Okay, so it went over 2 minutes, and the reason why he actually fired is because a cop finally did climb the ladder and go, "Hey, man, what's going on?" The guy aims the rifle at the cop. The cop scurries down. The guy turns real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Gets 5 shots off. If that cop had not climbed up there, which he should have done, maybe, let's say 2 minutes earlier, El Trumpo would have been game over, because he would have maybe not turned his head, or maybe the guy would have already fired to spend some more time. There's only one of two answers to this question: incompetence or intentional. Bobby Nielsen, I said that earlier. The Secret Service, either they intentionally messed up, or they're the dumbest human beings on the planet. That's the only two answers. There's no way you can watch. If I was guarding my dog and I saw someone on a roof right next door for 2 minutes, I'd be like, I would literally walk over and go, "What the hell are you doing on the roof, dude?" If someone thought a person was like this, you would pray for Hitler if he got shot. Joey Camp BC put him in a bullseye one day. Oh, I'm going to get to that. And then say he prays for Trump and tone down the rhetoric. I'm going to get to that too, Coleman. They should be held accountable for what they spewed for years. If Trump said half the trash, they would have to arrest him for the 500th time. Oh, I'm going to hit all on that as well. All right. So this is all happening. This is all happening. Do you have that video still queued up, Jenna? Or is it going to go all the way back to the beginning? Okay, go ahead and cue it up, Jenna.
We got breaking news. We got breaking news coming in. Shots fired. Seems to be shots fired at the Trump rally.
Okay, so the video on the right, you see that guy saying, "Help, help, help, help." That's where one of the stray bullets took out a fireman. He wasn't on duty. He was just there having a good time. And that guy died. That guy died. And he, go ahead.
We need to go live right now. We are live right now at the Trump rally. We don't know if President Trump has been shot. We know he hit the ground. We do not know if President Trump has been shot. He's up. He's up. Shots are still continuing to be fired. He's giving a thumbs up, everybody. He's giving a thumbs up.
Yeah, come to me. Okay, Jenna, you can get rid of that. All right. So you saw the entire process. He had 2 minutes to take this guy out. Well, 32 minutes, because they saw him before with 30 minutes, checking everything out, putting a ladder, blah, blah, blah. And so there's no other answers. Either, like we've already said, several people, Coleman, Bobby Nielsen said, either gross incompetence or you're just a moron. There's no other answer. So we're going to keep moving along here. Accept and embrace. Now, let's look at how the video of this happened, because they have all this animation coming out now of exactly what happened and how he turned his head, and how you can believe in Mr. Jesus, divine intervention, or whatever. Okay. Now, video 10, Jenna, video 10. Go ahead and play this. Watch this. This is amazing. It just came out today.
Look what happened.
Do it one more time, Jenna.
Look what happened.
So that video shows if El Trumpo doesn't turn to look at that chart, it's boom, game over. Insert token, type in name. That was nationally televised. Okay, nationally televised, where everyone's watching. Well, probably in the world, all over. And so, what do you think that image would be of El Trumpo? Boom, game over head, because that head's exploding with that shot. Okay, and the fact that it brought about his true character right after this. Now, you could say what you want about him. Is he a jackass at times? 1,000,000,000%. Does he say some stupid stuff? 1,000%. Did he do well for the country? His ear was grazed once, Jenna. It basically just Evander Holyfield took off the top a little bit. But this sets up for the most alpha move of all time. You can think, oh, he's a big ass, but watch this move. And people are all saying like, oh, it was staged doing this. No, it's adrenaline. Like all of a sudden he's like, you trying to shoot me, and then he's getting the crowd pumped up because they're still going. Watch this. Jenna, you have video, what am I on? Video 11. So they're trying to get him off stage. And he's like, wait. And he's, fight. Holy hell, dude. Do you understand the amount of cojones you have to do that? Probably a little bit of ignorance, a lot of adrenaline as well, because most people are like, get me the hell out of here, man. I'm going to army crawl to get out of here. El Trumpo stands up and he's not petite. He's not petite. The dude's 6'3". He says he's 220. He's probably about 240, 250, maybe even heavier than that. But he's not a small man. Sheldon Napstuk, let's go. I don't know if you even heard. Yeah, you probably heard about this in Canada. So he gets up and he go. And at that point, everyone's like, holy hell. What is going on? Like, dude, did he just do that? Where most people just rush off? He stopped. Hold on. Fight. If he would have started a USA chant, I think the world would have exploded. Okay. Heard about it. Jenna says, heard about it only on X, formerly known as Twitter, because her government sucks ass. Yeah, because you can't. Was it even on your news, Jenna? That's insane if it wasn't on the news. But it created one of the top 10. I would be going on record. This probably is going to be one of the top 10 photos of all time in my life. You don't have news, she streams. Okay. So this created this photo that went around. It's going to raise millions of dollars. It's already being put on the campaign poster. So, he had the mugshot. Yeah. Look at this photo. Oh my God. I mean, you got the American flag in the background. You got his ear evandered off a little bit. You got blood going over his face. The Secret Service are trying to take him out. And it's an iconic photo. And that's twice that he's had photos where they were not meant to happen. Well, one was meant to happen. When he did the mugshot photo, remember when he did the mugshot photo and everyone was like, oh, he's got a mugshot. What are you going to do now? And it turned out to be like, he kind of looks like a badass in the photo. It looks like a rap album cover or something like that. And now you got this photo that celebrities and everyone was just spreading it around. And you can't buy that publicity. And that's why a lot of people on the left are like, oh, he engineered this whole thing. I heard one person say, yeah, they even found a ketchup packet on the a ketchup packet on the podium. Yeah, so you're going to stage the whole thing and you're going to put a ketchup packet there to go, oh, God, I got shot. Boom. You're not going to use like movie theater blood. Come on, man. That's so stupid. And here's where it gets really bad. So we're all the people on the left, they start spin it right away. We got to do something. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Pick 14, Jenna. Pick 14. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. Okay, man. I know it's CNN, but for the love of God, man, that's even bad for CNN. I mean, El Trumpo falls at rally. Secret Service decide to rush him off. Oh, come on, man. And now they're trying to swing it down to where, Jen Psaki says, we got to tone it down a little bit. I fear for journalists. Do you have video 13 for me, Jenna? Let's watch this. This made me laugh.
Out there who has a platform, who thinks the moment right now is to be political and attack the other party, you are feeding into the danger. You are making it more likely there's retaliation. I'm incredibly scared. I'm scared for journalists. I'm scared for people who have public platforms of all parties, and that's how people should feel. She's scared for journalists? Why? Why in the hell would you be fearful for journalists? I don't even understand how you're going to argue that. Fear for them for what? The only reason why you would fear for a journalist if they've been lying for 8 to 10 years about someone, saying he's Hitler, saying he's a Russian asset, saying this, saying that, saying this, whatever. That would be the only way you should be fearing something. But, we need to tone down the rhetoric. You've been calling him Hitler for 10 years. You've been making up stories. You've been cutting tape. You've been doing, then you said it was all deep fakes about Joey B. For 8 to 10 years, and every single time it's been, Hunter Biden. And then, no, it really was true. He's a Russian propaganda. He's a Russian asset.
he's going to start World War III. Okay, what? What do you? That is the dumbest thing. Okay, so we'll give it to CNN. They let it rain with the dumbest headline of the day. And you're thinking to yourself, well, Rubio, other people probably had better headlines. So, Jenna, do you have pick 15 ready for me? And I want you to check out all these headlines. These are amazing. Trump escorted away after loud noises at a Pennsylvania rally. Loud noises in the crowd again. Off stage after popping noises heard at Pennsylvania rally. Removed by from stage by Secret Service after loud noises startles former president crowd. After he falls at rally. MAGA responds with outrage after Donald Trump injured at Pennsylvania rally. Okay, dodge the biggest elephant of the world. This is incredible. So if you're just your average Joe and you're watching this or reading this, you're like, oh, El Trumpo fell. Oh, someone had a firework. Oh, someone popped a balloon. This is what's happened. Holy hell, you just had an assassination attempt on a former president and they're saying loud noises, popping noises. What in the actual hell? How does that even get passed? How does the person that just watches mainstream news or listens to or watches or just reads mainstream media, how can you even go through life? Because you've got permanent beer goggles where you just, oh, okay. And then imagine if you didn't watch the news the rest of the day. You'd be like, oh, he fell. Okay. Back to me and eat some ice cream on a Sunday or Saturday, whatever it is. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And now they say, we're going to move right along, Jenna. I'm on fire right now. I'm just telling you, I'm pumping myself up. We're going to go to working hard is not enough. So now they want to say, they being the left, it's time to bring the rhetoric down. No, enough with the hostilities. Stop being so angry at everybody. I can't believe why you're going after people like this. This is stupid. Do you have video 16? This was, what's his name? I can't remember. Some reporter interviewing Joey B on Monday and saying, hey, your campaign call last week with your big donors, you kind of said something that probably shouldn't have been said. Do you think maybe people could have interpreted it the wrong way? Listen to Joey B's answer. Go ahead. Video 16, Jenna.
Your opponent, an existential threat. On a call a week ago, you said it's time to put Trump in the bullseye. There's some dispute about the context, but I think you appreciate that.
I didn't say crosshairs. I was talking about focus on. Look, the truth of the matter was, what I guess I was talking about at the time was there's very little focus on Trump's agenda.
Yeah, the term is bullseye.
It was a mistake to use the word. I didn't say crosshairs. I meant bullseye. I meant focus on him. Focus on what he's doing.
So that's Joey B with Lester Holt. Thank you, Jenna. And he said, you said, let's put El Trumpo in the bullseye. And he said, well, I didn't say crosshairs. Oh, that makes it better, Joey B, because no one on either side, don't get me wrong, there's whack jobs on the right and there's whack jobs on the left, there's whack jobs in the middle. But all you need is a couple whack jobs to really think what's happening is happening. And then, oh, Joey B says to put him in a bullseye? I know what has a bullseye. My rifle scope has a bullseye. I got it, Joey B. I can do that, bud. Yay, Joey B. So how is that even allowed? I don't understand. And let's go to video 17. Let's look at the two sides of Joey B, because remember, everything's got to be, you got to calm the rhetoric down. Everyone, let's take it down about 10 to 15 degrees here. Video 17.
Tonight about the need for us to lower the temperature in our politics. And to remember, while we may disagree, we are not enemies. We're neighbors. We're friends, co-workers, citizens.
This is what him just on Monday. We're calm. We're friends. We're neighbors. We're Americans. Go ahead, Jenna.
And most importantly, we're fellow Americans.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans quote a clear and present danger to our democracy.
So just a couple years back, he's saying El Trumpo and his followers are basically a threat to democracy. They're going to kill your freedom. They're going to do all this. So he's been pumping this out for 4 years, if not longer. And now, hey, guys, we need to calm her down a little bit. Yeah, this is Joey B. I want you to calm it down. Let's not be so, let's calm down. Hey, man, we've been telling you to calm down for 8 years when you're calling him Hitler. But now it's just free reign? Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. The left is even saying that El Trumpo, I love this one. El Trumpo planned this
to get more points. He planned this? So let me get this straight. If I'm going to plan this, if I'm Al Trumpo, I'm going to say, hey, let me get the greatest marksman we have in the country. He could charge us $15 million. Good, let's pay him $15 million. No. Let's get a 20-year-old. A 20-year-old that didn't make his high school rifle team. Let's get him. Yeah, okay. He's got no social media presence. That's good. Yeah, we'll train him to do it. And this is 150 yards away. Okay, this is not a long distance. Okay, this is your average rifle can do this very, very easily. Now, don't forget, he's up there for 2 minutes just scouting out El Trumpo. People are talking about it, but he's there getting comfy, stretching out a little bit, stretching out the hammies. The glute's doing what he's got to do, get ready, maybe putting some Visine in, maybe getting a sip of a Orange Julius. Who knows? Just having a good time. So, and El Trumpo was already winning in the polls. Joey B has just had a massive 2-week dump where he did the debate. We already talked about that, where it was so bad. It was so bad that I even felt bad for Joey B. I was like, come on, man. That's enough. Go sit, eat some Yoplait yogurt over there. And then he had the press conference, the quote unquote big boy press conference, where the first thing he did was he said, oh, here's my list of people to call on. That's not a press conference, man. A press conference is where you just sit down and the press has a conference, and then they talk to you. Hey, Joey B, why have you let 20 million immigrants in? Why have you let 20 million illegals in? What's going on? Why can't we shut the border down, Joey B? Well, what's that? And just have them answer questions like that. And then anytime he called on someone, he's like, hey, so we got Jenna Gandhi of the Canadian Press. What's your question? Oh, we have the question bump. And then he would just come back with just an answer, but it wasn't an answer. It was just a story. So you had this talking points, and then he got frayed again, where he frees up. He starts to yell. At one point, and then there's no more about it. He starts to whisper, do that weird whisper thing. So Joey B's had a terrible 2-week span. El Trumpo's clearly separating himself, but yet he's still planning his own assassination attempt. And you think this guy, this 20-year-old who is not good enough to make his high school rifle team, is good enough to take a gnat's leg off his ear and go Evander Holyfield on him? Come on, man. This is insane. Jenna, let's go to one commercial, and then we'll come back for confidence is the key and the bottom line.
You have been watching The Rubio Method.
Let's get going, gang.
Our dedicated staff is ready to work for you. ArtBeat specializes in custom apparel. Call us or order online. Free shipping nationwide. Custom printed shirts are our specialty, and we make sure you get exactly what you want. Bring in your own design or let our team create one for you. Promote your business, event, or club with pens, caps, bottles, mugs, and more.
Creating cool since 1985.
Take it away, Rubio.
Focus up. I'm talking to you, Kara. Thank you for the mug. Isn't this fantastic, Jenna? So refreshing. Welcome back to episode 68 of the Rubio Method. Episode 68. I would put the mug right here, but I talk too much with my hands. I'm afraid I'm going to knock it over. So we're going to keep. Confidence is the key. El Trumpo, let's see. He needs to have the confidence right now to hire more of his own security. Secret Service or not, I would keep some of them around because they have legal precedents to do a lot. But he's got to hire his own secret service, essentially. First thing I would do is call Elon Musk, and I would say, hey, who's your security? Because everyone hates you too. Well, not everyone, just half the country or half the world, basically. Okay, Spencer Sable, Rubio, what's going on, my man? And that's the number one thing you do. He has to go out and say, I'm going to do my own security. But why has the Secret Service, let's look into this real quick. Why has the Secret Service gotten so bad? Well, let's look at the head of the Secret Service. Let's get video 18. It's about a 45-second video. Watch this, and see if you can decipher why do you think it's gone downhill over the past couple of years. Go ahead, Jenna.
Aiming to have 30% women recruits by 2030, and even allowed YouTube influencer Michelle Carre to train with agents.
But I'm very conscious, as I sit in this chair now, of making sure that we need to attract diverse candidates and ensure that we are developing and giving opportunities to everybody in our workforce, and particularly women.
That workforce will be pivotal for the 2024 campaign season, which for the first time includes a former president who already has lifetime protection. Agents were there when Donald Trump was arraigned in New York.
Why would you need 30% of women on Secret Service? Why? Why? I just need someone to answer me that. Just because it looks good? If I'm the president, okay, I want just the biggest, baddest human beings possible guarding me. I don't want anyone shorter than me. Not one person shorter than me. I want everyone definitely more athletic as me. Women aren't as fast or strong as men, period. That's a fact. It's hard not to agree with that, Chastity Coleman. I mean, yeah, it's common sense. We've got to stop playing the game of, oh, they can do this. Because don't get me wrong. There's great jobs within the Secret Service for women. I'm just saying I don't want them protecting me unless she's a big badass. If she's taller than me, more athletic than me, and she's a badass, yes. If she's not, no. Let me show you an example of one. You think, Rubio, what are you talking about? Jenna, do you have, let's see, pick 19? And look at this pick. Pick 19. That's a Secret Service agent, man. Okay, wait, comma, man. I'm saying like dude. What the hell is she doing? She's literally cowering behind them. She's hiding. Her job is to jump on El Trumpo. Her job is to take the bullet for him. Are you kidding me? She should be fired immediately. Whoever hired her, fired immediately. The head of the Secret Service, fired immediately. There's no reason for her to be on anyone's Secret Service. None. I don't care. If she's watching maybe the White House dog. Because what's she doing there? The picture shows up, boom, she's fired, right? Not even the next day, the next second. Hey, honey, you're fired. Boom, goodbye. Click. Now let's do this. Can we go video 20? And I want you to watch everyone in the video, all the Secret Service. Jenna, we're going to probably play this once or twice. So go ahead, Jenna. Okay, now that you've seen it, I want you to rewatch it. I want you to watch one agent fumbling with her glasses. Okay, fumbling with her glasses. Hey, honey, lose the glasses. No one cares at this point. Your focus is on El Trumpo. Another one, I think it's the same girl, is trying to holster a weapon. She can't do that. She's trying to holster a weapon, and then she pauses and stops, and then she's like, well, let me try again. What are you doing? What are you doing? All three of them should be fired immediately. And here's the thing. If you remember that picture, do I have that photo of her able to holster a weapon? Well, it's right there. She does not belong in the field. Yeah, I don't have it. I don't think I do. No, I don't. But you could see it right there where you could see trying to holster the weapon. Jenna, you're going to kill me on this one. Can you go back to photo 12 and post that for me? Photo 12. It's with El Trumpo hold with the flag. I want you guys to look at this photo again. No, she can't do that. Anyway, if you could see that photo everywhere on social media. The girl is in front, and she only is going up to about El Trumpo's teat. What does that do? What does that do? He's 6'3". Everyone in his Secret Service should be 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 270 pounds of solid muscle, and they could run like the wind. That's a 5'3" girl. She's doing nothing. She's blocking a bullet from hitting his shins, his kneecap, his thigh. I would say no. And here's the best part. Was it 2 days later? Yeah, Monday, when he comes out for the RNC convention, his Secret Service, all big dudes. All big dudes. Not one female. Call it sexist. I don't care. I would do the exact same thing. And I don't. And if you're saying you don't, you're a liar. I want these kids. I want the best people to guard my family. Would you say all the people? You can't, but think they are part of this setup. The reason why he got shot at, no protection. That's what I'm saying, Chastity. It's one of those things where, Pat from Saturday Night Live, yes, that's very good, Clay. It's one of those things that either they allow this to happen or they're just stupid. There's no other answers possible. There's no other answers. The thing is, this is not going to be the last time. If he doesn't get another assassination attempt, I would be shocked. I would be absolutely shocked. And they've tried to go at him. Patrick Bet-David, he's a Valuetainment, great podcaster. Can you pick 22 for me? Pick 22.
This is a post he had. Shots fired at Trump rally. Character assassination failed. Attempt to deplete savings failed. Attempt to silence failed. Only option left, assassination attempt failed. He needs his own security. Yeah. I mean, they tried a character assassination, basically saying he's Hitler. Then they tried to deplete his savings with all the court cases. They tried to silence him where he could only campaign on Wednesdays because all the trials were going on. And remember, they took him off Facebook. They just got him back on. They had him off X, formerly known as Twitter. They had him off all social media. But now he's back on all of it because now he's allowed to be at the town soapbox, so to speak. And now they've tried to kill him. They're going to have to do it again. They know he can't. Joey B can't beat him. He can't talk. Okay. Joey B obviously can't do any more debates. He's losing very bad in the polls. And I think today was like 72 or something % off. And now they've tried to kill him. So he needs to either get into a damn Pope mobile or stop doing rallies, which, El Trumpo is not going to do that. So I don't know, man. And I actually do think this helps Joey B out, though. Why? Because they were trying to replace Joey B. Okay, we got to find someone. Kamala, who's going on? Now they know they can't beat El Trumpo. They know they can't beat him. So they're just going to he's the scapegoat now. They're going to let Joey B die in the wind. He's going to be their candidate just because no one's going to come in and beat El Trumpo after he survives an assassination attempt. It's over. The only way El Trumpo loses, if God forbid, he gets taken out. That's the only way. Because if you're watching what's happening and you're even in the middle, you can't look and go, hey, man, they just try to kill the dude. And he's up there saying, fight, fight, fight. That dude's a badass. You can't not think that. And if you don't think that, and you've got TDS, okay, well, there's no change in you. I'm not going to try to change you. I'm just going to try to show you facts and not have you argue with emotions. So I don't know what to tell you. But this is a very big one. This is obviously a very big one. This is going to be one of the biggest events. I would say this 9/11. Those got to be the two biggest ones in my life. Maybe Rodney King, all that good stuff. OJ as well. But this has got to be top 4, easily top 4. If you're older, I would assume moon landing's got to be up there as well. But this is huge. I mean, this is absolutely huge. And the more answers start coming in, the more we're starting to know, the more we're going to figure out, okay, what's going on. See, the problem is this dude is a patsy now. You can't ask him any questions because he's dead. And his phone, they couldn't get into his phone for like 4 days because he had a passcode. What? Nice try. And he has no social media presence. Yeah, Jenna just said, oh, come on. And this guy's got no social media presence. No one knows anything about him. Okay. Whoa. It's all there's a lot of coincidences going on right now. I can't believe it. So let's get to the bottom line here. The bottom line, number 1, if you come at the king, you better not miss. Number 1, if you come at the king, you better not miss. So now El Trumpo's all fired up. If you're going to do that, you better not miss. Number 2, if you don't fire people when they need to be fired, you will never get better results. Everyone in that Secret Service needs to be fired. The head lady who wants 30% more women, I'd say, why? Okay, to be the Secret Service, you should be, just put them in a room, who's the biggest badass? Who's the toughest? Who's the meanest? Who's the strongest? Who's the thickest? You're hired. Who knows how to operate a gun? Who can look at someone for 30 minutes and go, hey, man, maybe after 3 seconds, you're out of here, buddy. You're dressed like a weirdo. You brought a rifle. You brought a rangefinder. And you brought a ladder to a rally. Get the hell out of here. Goodbye. Okay. Number three, trust takes years to build and seconds to destroy. This is not good for the Secret Service. Everyone's always thought of them as doing all this and doing all that. And now in one moment, they went from, oh my God, they're the best, to what the hell are you guys doing? What are you doing, man? Okay, what is going on? Jenna, we did it. That was a great show. Remember to tune in. Yes, Ed, I'm just about to say that. In 12 minutes, we've got Decades live coming on. Decades, it's going to be on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, all that good stuff, and Facebook. So make sure you turn on Decades tonight. Right after the show at 6:30 Pacific. Don't forget AC Sports Live at 9 p.m. And then The Ride with Chevy and Nasty at 10 p.m. Pacific time. This was episode 68. Thank you very much, Clay. Jenna, virtual high five to you. You pulled it off. We'll get time zones. We'll get matching watches or something, Jenna. We got to figure this out where we can figure out exactly what time zone we're in and how to do it. Don't get me started on daylight savings time, though. For the Rubio method, my name is Chris Rubio. Jenna, I'm out.
Thanks for watching the Rubio method. Be sure to spread the word. And don't forget to subscribe, like, or follow on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Google, Amazon, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook.